Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets have the first possession. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
He was hacked. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Lillard lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Martin into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. And it's Aminu with the rebound. To Lillard. There, taken away by Denver. Millsap, defended by McCollum. Can't connect from inside. Lillard to McCollum. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Looking to take this all the way. From the outside, no good. To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Jokic. The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway, 4-2.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
McCollum to Lillard. McCollum not going down here. Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray matched up with Aminu. To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. Missed his first. That one goes.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
McCollum into the front court. Down 2. To Cantor. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Enes Kanter rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lillard. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Portland has the ball. Lillard to Cantor. And count the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Monte Morris sizing up the all-star Lillard.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Malik Beasley, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Down low Plumlee. Can't connect from in close. To Cantor. Won't go down. To Will Barton. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Al-Farouq Aminu able to recover with the block. Lillard on the drive, but he can't finish. We played one at Moda Center with the Trailblazers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're tuned in to NBA Saturday Night on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Rodney Hood couldn't get open. Misses the shot. To Jokic. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. McCollum. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
They go to Jokic, down low. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it. Hood. Great feed. Sets it up. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
To Jokic. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Back up, back up. Here you come.
McCollum. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
Oh man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions.
Nikola Jokic with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lillard has a look. Aminu with a shot that's off.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gets it in the right corner. Lillard, great defense, forcing the miss. To Jokic. Millsap. Add 2 points to the board.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
To Harkless. Oh, I missed a short one there.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
It's a big finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And a chance coming up at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Enes Kanter, he's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. It's Portland ball. C.J. McCollum. Off the iron. No good. Takes stock of the floor. Murray into the front court. Leads 3 to Millsap. Screen coming. And gets to the basket. Jay, he knew exactly where he was going with it.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Harkless. Working it outside. Lillard. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harkless. They work it down to Aminu. Off the assist.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2. Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots. Career 88% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That'll do it for the first half. The Nuggets in front.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Nuggets
entered the locker room with a comfortable lead.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The Trailblazers
Have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters.
They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be 1 or 2 adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
Murray has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Nothing going here on that drive. McCollum to Lillard. No good, and no foul. To Millsap. Jokic. From long range. Buries it. It's a 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get the...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Jokic. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that, whew.
Jamal Murray, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Lillard to Harkless. To Lillard. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Damian Lillard, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Murray into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Finish that.
I got ball. It's all me.
To Lillard. Here comes the screen. Lillard. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Has a chance. The shot by Murray, no good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
McCollum to Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
McCollum. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions.
Barton.
2 minutes left in the...
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Mason Plumlee. He's got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lillard to Cantor. Missed a wide open look. It's Denver's ball. Monte Morris, guarded by Seth Curry. A bad pass there. Blazers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. To Lillard. Seth Curry. Lillard. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Not done yet. Oh, and a putback.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Hood to Lillard.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Hood. Barton into the front court. The lead is 11. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Will Barton trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Lillard. Millsap with the board. Malik Beasley matched up with Lillard. Knocked loose. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Millsap defended by Layman. Off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Rodney Hood above the rim.
The assist from number 0, Damian Lillard.
The quarter comes to an end. The Nuggets enjoying a nice cushion. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
A pass stolen by Portland.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Not that time. He missed it. Cashes in for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to Cantor. Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Millsap. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
5 seconds to shoot. To Harkless. Beyond the arc for three. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Lillard to McCollum. Hood. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. Nikola Jokic swats it. Lillard.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And it's Cantor. With that, he's 5 for 9.
I I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Jokic. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Lillard to Cantor. Knocked loose. Nuggets have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Millsap matched up with Aminu. A bad pass there. Blazers have it. To Lillard. Ah, rocking the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Millsap. Oh, Millsap. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lillard, well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Great pass to set it up. Millsap. To Jokic. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lillard. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Trailblazers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.